Hey guys, and welcome to the update from the Lighthouse. So, I know it's a little late, and the third episode of Noob to Nodor was also a little late, but that's because I was actually super busy last week, and I did not think I would be this busy, but I was. So, this week I should be a lot less busy. Expect at least a few videos. Like, I'm not going to guarantee something every day, as I do still have quite a few hours at work this week, as well as a lot of other stuff going on, but at the very least, we'll be back to double videos on the weekends, and expect another episode of Noob to Nodor. I guess it's episode 4. Anyway, so what's happened this week, apart from me being super busy? Well, as you can see, views are still stagnant, I suppose. They're not really improving, but they're not decreasing either, which is good. A few new videos released this week. None of them did super well. BDO getting new servers, like a 4-minute video on them getting new servers, is like the best video released this week, which is kind of sad. Noob to Nodor, as you can see, they seem to be getting about 1,500 to 2,000 views in the first day, and then after that they kind of cut off. Let's Play Moose episode 2, just for 1,000 views. So I'm not sure if it's just kind of lack of interest in the videos or whatnot. Hopefully the video coming this Saturday will get a lot of views, as the video coming this Saturday is, finally, drumroll please. Okay, that was lame, sorry. The class overview. So the last time I did a class overview was the beginner's guide, way back when my very first video ever. So this Saturday, the video I expect to be releasing is the class overview. Now, like I've said before, there's kind of two ways I'm going to take it. One is a super lazy method where I just kind of stick to the class selection screen in Black Desert and kind of go over each class individually. The other is the slightly more in-depth method where I have unique, not videos, but clips for each class in the video and audios and all that, fancy jazz. So we will have to see. Apart from that, there are 2 King's Raid videos that I'm going to be releasing right after this video. One is a Shay review. The other is, I actually can't remember. I recorded them on Friday, but I don't like releasing King's Raid or other non-Black Desert videos on the weekend, as I do try to reserve those days for Black Desert stuff. So yeah. Speaking of Black Desert, so I was actually kind of rewarded and not rewarded in not making a video yesterday on the topic of the brand new Cron energy system. So for those of you who know, Pearl Abyss recently discussed Cron energy, making it so you can guarantee Tet and Pen enhancements to be a success. And I didn't make a video on it yesterday because we didn't have enough information really. And today they kind of took that back and said that they're actually going to have a new system entirely for that. It's not going to use Cron stones. It's going to be something different. So yeah, so I will make a video on that probably tomorrow after the patch notes video. So expect that then. And apart from that, in Black Desert, I actually got my Dandelion for my Musa just yesterday, rolling the Night Vendor, finally. It was like 192 million silver. It only took me 7 months of rolling the Night Vendor to finally get it, but this means my Musa now has Zarka and Dandelion. I suppose he's my second class to get these, but my Maywa is still level 50, so she can't even use her Dandelion, so I mean, technically my Musa is like the first class I've got that has both of them. Although, that's not because I couldn't buy the other ones, it's just because I didn't, because I've been offered Zarka and Dandelion combinations for like every single class except Musa, Striker, Mystic, and Dark Knight. So, yeah, there's that. And Wizard. I've never been offered Wizard Dandy, but I've been offered Witch Dandy like 4 times, which kind of sucks. Apart from that, so this week the plan is, Wednesday, which I suppose it is technically Wednesday right now, but later Wednesday, like when I wake up in like 12 hours, I will be doing the patch note video, obviously. Then I plan to do a video on the new Cron stones, and maybe some other videos, we'll see. Thursday I'm working all day, so hope I will release Let's Play Musa episode 3 that day, and maybe some other videos, but we'll have to see. Friday, nothing special planned. I've got a few small scripts that I've got kind of ready to release, but I've got to make the actual videos for them, which is kind of the problem. I've never been one to kind of stockpile videos, and the problem is I can't really stockpile videos for the most part. things like Let's Play Musa, I can, because Let's Play Musa does not rely on context and new events or patch notes or anything like that. Whereas if I stockpile a guide for a week or two, and then a patch note makes something that I did in the guide, well, renders it obsolete, then not only did I redo that part, but if I just released the guide anyways, and because I didn't know about it, then it looks lazy, and it's just a big pain. I don't want to release outdated stuff. So I try to release guide videos within about 2 to 3 days of when I make them, usually the same day, but sometimes I will delay a day or two. So yeah, Saturday, obviously it's going to be the big video. It's going to be the class guide, hopefully, tentatively. I don't want to promise it just because, well, stuff happens, shit happens, like with last week where I was kind of too busy to put out a Sunday video. Sorry about that. Now, apart from that, Sunday, I want to release the 4th episode of Noob to Node War. This will be, it won't be the culminating episode. Episode 5 is where I plan to finish the first season, I suppose, of the series. I say season, but I mean first part, really. And then the second season's not really going to be a season so much as sporadic releases at certain gear score high watermarks, I suppose, where I kind of explain what I did in the meantime to reach that gear score mark. So yeah, it's look forward to it, I guess. I don't know. We still got 2 more weeks before the end of Noob to Node War. I've been, happy enough with Noob to Node War so far. This is technically episode 4, but episode 0 doesn't count as an episode, so that's if I search actually Noob 2, we can actually see how all of them have done so far. So you've got Noob to Node War. Episode 0, which is at over 7,000 views. Episode 1 has over 5,000 views. Episode 2 has 3,000, and Episode 3 has just under 2,000. Hopefully, Episode 2 and 3 grow. I'd like them all to grow, honestly, but so far, it's kind of proving difficult, I suppose. Might as well also put them in a playlist while I'm here. So, Node War, the series. Woo! Let's capitalize that S. Looks weird without it. No, let's not capitalize that S. I probably should capitalize that S, but episode 2, add to new Node War, and then we'll add this one to Noob to Node War. Let's go see if that playlist is properly arranged. No, it is not. There we go. Properly arranged. Wow, you can do that? That's really cool. Okay, I actually didn't know about that. So that's another thing I want to do this week. I want to play around with the playlists. And by play around, I really just mean add stuff, change the ordering, as well as kind of make some new playlists which focus on certain things. For example, I've got a lot of processing and Worker Empire videos. I'd like to amalgamate all of those into a single playlist, but that takes time. Now, as to what I've been doing this week, I've actually been playing a lot of Overwatch. So, Overwatch, very fun game. I'm only plat ranked right now because I don't take competitive too seriously. I'm literally just playing Hanzo non-stop because I want to learn Hanzo, which means I stay around low platinum, high gold for the most part, as I'm not a good enough Hanzo to carry myself back to Diamond. If I ever want to go back to Diamond, I'll just probably play my Korean Soldier, as well as probably Zenyatta. But until then, I'm just trying to play Hanzo and have fun. I'm not sure if I should make Overwatch videos, just because I feel the channel isn't an Overwatch kind of appropriate channel, if that makes sense. Like, I've got Sea of Thieves, but Sea of Thieves is in the same vein as Black Desert, and kind of similar to King's Raid 2 even, where it's more of a make-your-own adventure type game. You're free to do what you want, play how you want, and it's a little different from Overwatch, which is a pure FPS, where you're basically in scenarios against other players in PvP matches. So I'm not too sure. Like, I've got a lot of footage of Overwatch, obviously, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to actually make videos for it on the channel, or if maybe I should make a new channel, because that's another thing I've been kind of toying around with the idea of doing. Making a second channel where I can do whatever I want. I like, my main channel. Obviously, I'm never going to change the main channel. The main channel is the game's Lighthouse. Don't really change any of that. But I can't really use the main channel to do whatever I want, as the main channel, there are expectations of what I do on the main channel. Obviously, I take some liberties, like the random Sea of Thieves video I released like last week. Yeah, customization. I got a somewhat unhappy comment from someone saying that that's not the way to grow a channel. But there are limitations on what I can do on the main channel. I would like a channel where I could just upload random highlights, random clips, random rants, random discussions. That is something I would like to do. I would also like to experiment on the main channel with the theory I've kicked around in a few of these updates, which are Lighthouse lectures, which is pretty much me discussing core game mechanics or things that appear commonly in games, and kind of discussing and sharing my point of view on them. I wouldn't just limit myself to Black Desert. Like, obviously, I'll talk about Black Desert. I've got one that I could easily do about Black Desert. Like, Black Desert, there's so much I could talk about for Black Desert. There's, just off the top of my head, double dipping in inventory and weight. The various ways that they kind of, I don't want to use the word force, but incentivize players to purchase cash shop items through the purposeful crippling of their own game. The risk reward enhancement and how they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. There's so much to talk about in Black Desert, honestly, so much I could give my opinion on. And I'd like to do that, but I don't really want to do it all at once because I do try to stay a guide channel. Like, I don't want to be a channel that is purely spouting my opinion on stuff. I do try to stick with the guide channel idea. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just something I've been toying around with. A secondary channel where I can kind of make videos on whatever I want, as well as more opinion videos on the main channel. So, on to analytics. So, analytics, like I said, views, they're kind of... the average does seem to be going up, like the average normal amount of views per day. It's just this week, as well as last week, really. Like, if I go back to the videos for a second, I haven't released any major videos in the last kind of week and a half. Like, the last big video was how to make money, and that was, well, exactly a week and a half ago. This was the last big video, and before that even, it takes a week before that until you get another big video, which is Gearing Up, which is doing amazingly well. I'm really happy with how this is doing. 10 to 1, well, 11 to 1 really, for likes dislikes, which is the ratio that most of my normal videos kind of keep, and I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, I haven't really released any big videos in the last week and a half, just kind of normal videos and updates on various news in Black Desert. So my view numbers haven't really spiked analytics-wise, just because, well, I haven't released any big videos that can get like 6,000 views in a day to kind of challenge the old highs. But, maintaining these numbers, despite the fact I'm not really releasing big videos, is pretty good no matter what. Although I would obviously like to go higher, as my goal obviously is to make YouTube my full-time job. And to do that, I probably need 30 to 40,000 views a day. And honestly, I won't even know exactly what I need until the channel gets monetized, which is going to be another, I want to say 3 weeks at the latest. I'll tell you. I'll make a video about it, or just update you guys in the update immediately following. We'll see. It'll probably depend on the timing. If it happens on like Tuesday or Wednesday, so like the day or two after the video, I'll probably just make a video to inform you guys. Otherwise, if it happens on like the weekend, I'll just wait until the update video. But yeah, so channel, it's healthy. I mean, obviously I'd like to grow faster, but who wouldn't, right? Like, that's like saying I wish I was more talented at gaming, or I wish I was better looking, stuff like that. Who wouldn't want to win the lotteries? Things like that. So it seems to be doing well. I would like to improve the quality of my videos. So I know I've talked about him before, but Dungeoneers is another Canadian guy who started his channel after mine. If you guys, there's probably some overlap in my viewer base. You guys probably watched him. Like, we can just head over to his channel right here. And Dungeoneers is kind of the opposite of me in terms of how he approaches YouTube. I try to put out quality, but for me, quality, it's more like quality of information. It's not necessarily quality of video. Dungeoneers is super intense on quality. He is great at editing videos. Like, seriously, if I put my mind to it, I'm actually pretty okay at editing videos, but oh god, the amount of effort it takes to edit a video properly is insane. Whereas Dungeoneers here, you can see he's only got 5 real videos. I'm not going to count a channel update as an actual video. I don't really count mine as actual videos either. And like the minimum views is 11,000 views. That's insane. It's like really, really good. So I would like to try a more quality focused approach. He's also hit 4,500 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. I'm only about to hit 3,500 myself. I'm not even there yet. I'm at like 3.4 something. So I would like to try and improve my quality, but I like the quantity approach as well. Like, I don't want to be pure quantity, but I like the releasing videos every day type thing. I feel bad if I don't release a video sometimes. I'm trying my best to avoid low quality videos, but sometimes I just want to get a video out there, like these ones, when I kind of do a video where I just have a website and I open up the website and kind of show you guys where I'm looking at, the source, and try to explain, kind of read between the lines, I suppose. So yeah, so I would like to improve the quality of my videos, but it's kind of difficult because I don't really have the time to improve the quality of my videos. Like, obviously I could reduce my gaming time, but I love gaming, which is kind of why I have a gaming channel. I don't necessarily want to reduce my gaming time too much, because I'm already gaming way less than I did before I started the channel, because gaming and making videos both require me to be on my computer. It's one of the things I love about King's Raid. I can just kind of play at the same time as I'm editing videos or looking up information for videos. So I'm not really too sure where I'm going with this, but yeah, I want to improve the quality of my videos. If I don't go the lazy route for the Saturday video, you'll kind of see what I mean. Like, I'm going to try and improve it. And I'm trying to think of a number of shortcuts, really, I suppose is the word, to improve the video quality overall. And what I mean by that is stuff like having an intro already prepared. Like, obviously this Lighthouse intro, but I mean, hey guys, and welcome to the brand new video. This video is on something like that, kind of already prepared, as well as maybe an outro. I'm not sure if that'd be too formulaic or not, but stuff like that. I'm trying to look for ways to improve the quality of my videos without changing like what I'm doing so far, because what I'm doing so far is working. Like, my growth isn't superb, but it is growth. If I go to views, like the way my channel seems to grow is I'll kind of sit steady at a certain number of views for a while, and then so if we go way back here, so yeah, so I'll sit steady at a certain number of views for a while, then I'll get a boost and I'll get to a new level of views where I'll solidify and steady there. So like the first boost was up to about 500 views per day, and then I'll get another boost, and then I'll sit steady for a while. Usually a month and a half seems to be how long I'll kind of remain the same, and then I'll get another boost, sit steady, and then huge peaks and kind of sitting steady, as well as peaks and lows. Like, this is like the most streaky, I suppose, I've ever been right here, where I've got a lot of like really high peaks, as well as quite a few lows comparatively to the peaks. Like the 14,700 compared to 5,300, that's almost 3 times as many. So you can see that like it's a lot more streaky right now, but overall the average is at about 8,000, I want to say right now, about 8,500, and trying to make that go up. So I'm hopeful that with my current approach, I will hit another increase, But I'm also curious to see where the limit is for Black Desert content. Like I've spoken about in these past update videos, there is a limit for Black Desert content creators, viewership-wise as well as views and watch time-wise. And I'm not exactly too sure where it is, but it seems to be about the 10,000 subscriber mark seems to be the limit, like the maximum for a Black Desert YouTuber that isn't big in other ways or isn't super popular in other games, such as Lazy Peon. And it seems for videos that 20 to 40,000 views is about the limit in the first few weeks of a video's lifespan, even for the most popular ones, just because there's not that huge a community around Black Desert. Black Desert has a lot of players for an MMORPG, but MMORPGs as a genre, they're not dead, but they're certainly not doing anywhere near as well as they were back in World of Warcraft's glory days. And they're also spread out across a lot more different games. World of Warcraft is obviously still the old lion, the one that has the lion's share of the market, the one that has the most players, the biggest concurrent subscriber base. But even that's just kind of a shadow of its former self. And there's a lot more other games like Terra, Blade and Soul, Black Desert, Archage, Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online. There's a lot of upcoming games as well. And there's a lot of random games that have a few thousand players still playing that kind of divide the MMORPG already kind of smaller marketplace among gamers up even further between themselves. So Black Desert, there is definitely a limit, and I'm curious to see where it is. I haven't hit it yet. My channel is one of the bigger Black Desert YouTube channels by now, but I'm still not really a top dog yet. Like if I search Black Desert channel, maybe a channel list would do it. So there's Black Desert. I don't know. Let's just search Black Desert. Can you filter by channels, I wonder? Like, is it possible to filter by channels? Or are you only able to... Oh, let's just look at these top ones. And we'll sort for the last month. We'll sort by active channels. And finally, we'll sort by view count. Okay, so Black Desert Online obviously has some big ones. Southeast Asia clearly has a large viewer base that is interested in it. Same with Thailand. No clue who that is. That seems to be a separate language. So, you've got Lazy Peon here. I wonder if I can limit the search to English. Like, because I'm not really competing with non-English channels, right? So, okay, so here's the first one. You've got Anders, Aaron 1996, me, YouTuber Kepo Gaming, never heard of them. The other big ones that I can think of would be Rinku Talks, who is Guild Koi we're actually in an alliance with, funnily enough. Dungeoneers, obviously, although Dungeoneers, yes, he's a Black Desert channel, but he only does the one video series, right? Like, he doesn't do guide videos, he doesn't do tons of other stuff. He really just makes this single series. Like, he doesn't really concern himself with the updates, the patch notes, all the other stuff that some of the other Black Desert YouTubers, such as myself, concern themselves with. So, I guess you can't really count him in with the normal Black Desert YouTubers. I mean, I suppose he is. Although, Dungeoneers doesn't want to be just a Black Desert YouTuber. Kind of same with me, right? Like, neither of our channels are supposed to be Black Desert channels. They just feature primarily, or in his case only at the moment, Black Desert content, which makes it kind of difficult to say we're not Black Desert YouTubers. But personally, I want to expand beyond Black Desert. I would like to be like a fantasy gamer channel, which is the other reason I'm hesitating on Overwatch. Like, I know I've already done Sea of Thieves, but Overwatch is clearly not fantasy. It is Blizzard. Like, I love Blizzard. I'm totally going to make videos on Battle for Azeroth when it comes out. So, if there's any World of Warcraft fans, I know it's a very different style of MMO than the Black Desert Watchers like, but I will be making videos on that when it comes out. But don't worry, that's not for like 4 or 5 months, so plenty of time. But yeah, like, I want to be a fantasy gamer channel, but at the same time, expanding, like, even adding a single new game to the channel is a lot of work. Like, even just King's Raid, I don't really release videos that faithfully for it. Like, I release videos, I try to release a video or two a week. I didn't do any last week. I've got 2, I was going to release 2, but then I kind of missed the timeline to release them by. They weren't finished rendering on Friday, so I just didn't release them because I didn't want to release them Saturday, Sunday. So they're releasing after this video, like I already mentioned. But even King's Raid, and that King's Raid is just a mobile game, right? Even a single new game for the channel is difficult because you've got to keep up to date with all of the random stuff. You've got to... nothing interesting up there, right? You've got to keep up to date with all the news going on in the community. You've got to keep up to date with everything that's happened. You have to make regular enough videos that the viewer base doesn't leave you if you go too long without updating. So, like, adding new games to a channel is difficult, and like, I do it kind of lightly because I'm such a small channel. Like, 3,500 subscribers. It's a lot to me, but in the grand scheme of things on YouTube, it's absolutely nothing. There's so many channels with tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, even millions of subscribers. 3,500 is nothing. So I'm kind of a little lighthearted about adding them right now, but as the channel grows, I'll have to be more and more serious about how I kind of curate the channel, how I treat new games, and other stuff like that. So it's kind of a mixed bag of stuff. But in the end, I mean, it is what it is. You can't really... Yeah, I don't know. Streaming, though. Okay, so the last major thing I want to talk about is streaming. So my computer is just kind of barely good enough to stream. I would like to stream, and I've actually opened up my hours at work to allow streaming. Now, if I was going to stream, the days I would probably stream on would be Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. Weekends would be when I'm available, which would basically be when I'm not working, and when I'm not on, dates with my fiance and stuff. And what I would stream, still no clue. Like, obviously, my viewers would probably like me to stream Black Desert, but streaming Black Desert is so boring. Like, Let's Play Musa I can do, because Let's Play Musa lets me kind of just talk without any interaction. It's still young in this series, right? Like, Let's Play Musa, if I get to like episode 10 or something, I'm sure people will be kind of sick of it by then. Even now, it's only getting like a few hundred to just over 1,000 views for the new episode. So, streaming, I'm not sure if I'd stream Black Desert. I could stream Overwatch, but I'm not a super high skilled in Overwatch. Like, I'm Platinum, which is okay. It's nothing special. If I get back to Diamond, sure, I could probably stream. But even Diamond's nothing special, and like, I don't really want to abandon Hanzo. I want to learn to play Hanzo properly, because Hanzo's really cool, and I really love archery, just in general. So, streaming, not too sure what I would stream if I was going to stream. I want to stream, like, that's why I opened up my schedule, but still kind of trying to figure out the details about what I should stream and what I should do. I could play Path of Exile, but I don't know, maybe I'll make like a poll or something. We'll see. I know I sound really wishy-washy in this video, but it's almost, no, it's not almost, it's 3 in the morning. And I've kind of been like super tired the last few days, just because my work schedule has been weird. Like, it's not just I've been working a lot of hours, it's the hours have been weird. Like, they're back to normal now. But I've been working a lot more mornings than afternoons, and normally I work nights, which makes it so my sleep schedule has been having problems adjusting. So, if I'm not as on the ball as I normally am, yeah, I'm kind of sleep deprived, but I'm doing my best. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening, as always. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts and comment below on what you think about this update. Anyways, have a good one.